Ladies and gentlemen, imagine a food so small that it fits in the palm of your hand, yet so powerful that it carries more protein than an egg and works silently to keep your body strong even as the years go by. Many of us believe that strength is lost with age. But let me tell you something, your body is wiser than you think. It just needs the right fuel to continue serving you well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Today I want to share with you a remarkable superfood, quinoa, often called the gold of the Andes. Yes, this humble grain-like seed contains more protein per serving than an egg and comes with the added gift of being packed with all 9 essential amino acids. These are the building blocks your body cannot produce on its own, yet they are crucial to keeping your muscles from shrinking and your strength from there is a quiet strength hidden within the choices we make each day. Often we overlook the simplest things that can carry the greatest impact. Consider the idea that a small, humble seed can contain more protein than an egg. It sounds surprising, doesn't it? For many of us, eggs have long been a symbol of nourishment, a familiar source of strength on the breakfast table. Yet, nature has given us a plant-based superfood that surpasses even this traditional source of protein. To understand its true power, we must first recognize what protein really means for our bodies, especially as we step into the years beyond 60. Protein is not just a nutrient, it is the very foundation upon which your strength and independence rest. With every muscle you use to rise from a chair, with every step you take across a room, with every embrace you give a loved one, protein is working silently behind the scenes. Without enough of it, the body begins to take from its own stores, breaking down muscle to fuel its needs. This process, over time, leaves us weaker, more fragile, and less able to enjoy the life we wish to live. Imagine a grand tree standing tall in the heart of a village. Its branches are wide, its roots deep. It has stood for decades offering shade, fruit, and shelter to those who pass by. But even the strongest tree can weaken if the soil beneath it no longer provides nourishment. In much the same way, our bodies depend on the nourishment we give them. When the soil of our diet becomes depleted, the strength we once took for granted begins to wane. The beauty of this superfood lies in its completeness. Unlike many plant-based sources, it provides all 9 essential amino acids, those vital elements the body cannot make on its own. In a sense, it is like a complete toolkit, ready to repair, restore, and build. Where other foods may offer pieces of the puzzle, this one delivers the whole picture. For seniors, this means that each serving becomes a step toward preventing the slow but steady loss of muscle that often accompanies aging. Don't think of the eager, long-standing symbol of life and energy. It has about 6 grams of protein, enough to fuel the morning of many. Yet this superfood surpasses that amount, bringing not only protein but also additional gifts: fiber that soothes digestion, minerals that strengthen bones, and antioxidants that shield the heart. It is not just a food. It is an ally in the journey of aging with vitality. There is a story of an elderly man who loved to walk every morning. Each step he took was a reminder that life was meant to be lived in motion. But as the years passed, he found the path becoming harder to complete. His legs grew weary, and his pace slowed. A wise friend reminded him, strength is not lost in a single day. It fades in silence when we forget to feed it. With that, he began to pay attention not only to the miles he walked but also to the meals he ate. By embracing foods rich in protein, he noticed his body respond first, slowly. Then, with greater energy, he returned to his morning walks, this time with a deeper appreciation for the simple power of nourishment. This truth is important for all of us. Muscle is not just about movement, it is about freedom. When you have strong muscles, you are not dependent on others to rise from a chair, to carry a bag, or to climb a few steps. It is the quiet independence that allows you to continue living life on your own terms. And it is this independence that is often the greatest treasure as we grow older. The years after 60 are not meant to be years of decline. They are years of wisdom, of sharing, of presence with family and friends. But to fully embrace them, the body must remain a reliable companion. Without strong muscles, even the joys of life can feel distant. That is why giving the body what it needs becomes not just a matter of diet but a matter of dignity. A saying comes to mind: he who has health has hope, and he who has hope has everything. Hope lives not only in the heart but also in the strength of the body. Each time you choose to nourish yourself with foods that build rather than weaken, you are giving yourself permission to hope for more mornings to enjoy, more moments to cherish, more steps to walk. There is also a common belief that as we age, losing muscle is simply unavoidable. But this is not the whole truth. Science and experience both show that the body continues to respond to proper nourishment and gentle movement, no matter the age. It is never too late to protect the strength that remains, and it is never too late to rebuild what has been lost. Every day you choose to eat with awareness is a day you reclaim a little more of your vitality. Consider also how protein interacts with your daily activities. When you walk, climb, or even laugh with joy, your muscles are quietly at work. Without enough protein, these simple acts can leave you tired, even discouraged. But with proper nourishment, your body recovers, rebuilds, and remains ready for the next step. That is why a superfood that gives more protein than eggs is not just an interesting fact. It is a gift waiting to be embraced. One of the elders in a village once said to a younger man, "Strength is not in how fast you can run, but in how long you can keep moving." The younger man thought this meant endurance, but the elder explained, "No, it means feeding your body so that each day it is ready to carry you." This wisdom reminds us that strength is built not in moments of intensity, but in the quiet consistency of our daily choices. As you reflect on your own meals, ask yourself if the food before you is building or breaking your strength. A bowl of this superfood, rich in protein, can become the foundation for your day. Add vegetables, herbs, or even a light broth, and you have a meal that is both satisfying and strengthening. The change does not require great effort, only awareness and intention. When we recognize that the body, even in later years, is capable of renewal, we begin to see food not as mere fuel but as a partner in our journey. And when we give our bodies what they need, complete proteins, balanced nourishment, gentle movement, we honor the life we have been given. The choice to protect your strength is not just for you, it is for those who love you, for the memories yet to be made, and for the simple joys that make each day worth living. With every mindful bite, you are choosing to keep walking the path of independence, dignity, and vitality. When we speak of nourishment, it is easy to think only of the nutrients that build muscles. Yet, our bodies are woven from more than muscle alone. The heart beats tirelessly to carry life through every vein. The bones stand like pillars holding us upright, and the digestive system works quietly to transform food into energy. As we age, these systems no longer operate with the effortless rhythm of youth. They require care, attention, and the right kind of support. This is where the beauty of a superfood becomes clear. Not only does it provide protein, but it also delivers a harmony of nutrients that touch every corner of our well-being. There is an old saying, when the roots are strong, the tree can withstand any storm. The same is true for our bodies. Strong muscles may carry us forward, but without a steady heart, healthy digestion, and resilient bones, the journey becomes harder. This superfood, often overlooked, does more than build muscle. It brings magnesium, that strengthens bones, iron that feeds the blood, and antioxidants that guard the heart against the wear and tear of time. It is as if nature wrapped many blessings into a single seed so that those who choose it may continue walking with grace and strength. Let me share a story of a woman in her 70s who loved gardening. She could spend hours tending to her plants, pruning roses, and planting seeds. But gradually, she noticed her energy waning. Even bending to touch the soil felt heavier than before. She thought age was simply stealing her vitality, until a friend introduced her to new foods that could better support her heart and bones. As she began to include them, she found her breath steadier, her steps lighter, her time in the garden once again joyful. Her secret was not a medicine but a quiet change in her daily meals. It is easy to forget how much digestion shapes our lives. When the body digests well, energy flows freely. When digestion is heavy or sluggish, the entire day feels burdened. This superfood, being rich in fiber, eases the digestive process. It helps the body absorb nutrients efficiently while keeping the stomach light. For seniors who may already face slower digestion, this is not a small gift. It means less discomfort after meals, more steady energy, and a greater willingness to stay active. The heart, too, finds comfort in this food. With its antioxidants and healthy balance of nutrients, it protects the very engine of our body. Imagine a traveler setting out on a long journey. If his boat is strong and well maintained, the waters ahead seem less threatening. But if the boat leaks, even a calm river becomes dangerous. Our heart is like that boat. To maintain it well, we must give it the right fuel. Choosing meals that nourish the heart ensures we can continue traveling through life with stability. As for bones, they carry the weight of every step we take. Over time, they may become fragile, making falls and fractures more common. Yet bones are not fixed in weakness, they respond to the care we give them. With minerals like magnesium and phosphorus found in this superfood, they gain resilience. Each serving becomes a quiet investment in standing tall, walking freely, and living without the fear of sudden fractures. A wise elder once said to a gathering, "Your body listens to everything you feed it. If you give it strength, it will carry you with strength. If you give it weakness, it will return weakness to you." These words remind us that food is not just about taste, it is a conversation with the body. Each choice speaks a message, and when we choose foods that strengthen not only our muscles but also our heart, bones, and digestion, the body responds with gratitude. Now you might wonder, how do we bring such a superfood into our daily lives without complication? The answer is simpler than you might expect. This food does not demand grand recipes or complex preparation. A warm bowl in the morning, seasoned with herbs and vegetables, can begin the day with balance. At lunch, a salad mixed with fresh greens and a handful of this grain-like seed can bring both flavor and strength. Even at dinner, when the body seeks something light, a comforting soup with this food can end the day with nourishment. Consider a man in his mid-60s who used to skip dinner believing that eating less would keep him healthier. Instead, he often felt tired and restless at night. When he began adding a small portion of this superfood in a light soup, his nights grew more restful, and his mornings more energized. He did not add much, only enough to remind his body that it was cared for. The body, in return, answered with renewed energy. The simplicity of including such nourishment is its greatest gift. It does not require drastic changes, only small steps with awareness. As the saying goes, the journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Each mindful meal is a step toward greater strength, clearer energy, and deeper well-being. In truth, many people believe that after 60 it is too late to make a difference. But the body, even when older, is still a living, breathing miracle. It is still capable of healing, strengthening, and thriving when given the right support. A river does not stop flowing because of time, it only slows when blocked. Similarly, your body continues to respond when you nourish it wisely. The real question is not whether change is possible, but whether you are willing to take the first step. Every seed you choose to eat is a choice for your future, whether that future is marked by strength and freedom, or by weakness and limitation. The superfood we speak of today is one of those choices that can tip the balance toward vitality. Imagine yourself a year from now, walking with steady steps, lifting a grandchild into your arms, or enjoying a stroll in the evening breeze. These are not distant dreams. They are the natural results of daily care, the fruits of choosing foods that give more than they take. And this superfood, rich in protein, fiber, minerals, and antioxidants, stands as a faithful companion in that journey. So when you prepare your meals, pause for a moment and reflect. What message am I sending to my body today? Let your meals speak of strength, independence, and vitality. Let them carry within them the quiet wisdom of nature's gifts, so that each day you rise, not weaker, but stronger.